Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gotta drop this down to 88. There we go. Let's get started. We're gonna do a brand new thing today. We're gonna try hard mode in Dinkum. And to do that, we're gonna make a brand new game. So actually, we're gonna go new game. We're gonna make a new dink here. Maybe this one will be a little more tanned than I normally am. Should we go bald man? No, I don't think we're gonna go bald man. Let's see, what do we like here? I do always like that one. Want a gray hair option though. I think those eyes are good. Probably gonna end up creating the same dink I always create. I like the little blush there, a little rosy cheeks, a little smirk. We'll do a little smirk. And we always do an orange shirt, so we'll do blue this time. What do we think about that? I think that'll be good. Let's go ahead and confirm that. This is hard mode. We're still gonna be Josh if it wants to. There we go. And Island is gonna be hard mode. I think that's gonna work. We are gonna have to keep a life counter at some point. But I think that'll be a good start. And we're gonna actually let that run, and while that's running... Oh no, I can't actually leave the screen, can I? We're gonna let that run. Can I escape out of that? Yes, I can. Alright. And we're gonna go ahead and get ready here. Brand new island for hard mode. Now, if you're wondering, what the heck is hard mode? Here's what we got for hard mode. If I hit hard mode rules... Oop, I apparently can't screen switch, so let's go ahead and get that going. 1 second. We're gonna go ahead and get my stream deck up and running. I think I closed it by accident. Let's try that now. No, it doesn't want to go there. That's okay. Hard mode. So we have the following. So this is a great thing by AJ. They created hard mode, and I'm adding a little bit to it and modifying it just a little bit. I think that's gonna make it just work for me a little better. So general rules, there's a lot of rules about selling. You can kind of only sell things to their specialty people. There are rules for the end game. You only get 5 lives, and then there's some general rules, and that's what we're going to be racing towards. We're going to be racing towards building ourselves a wishing well and a board. We got to get the board up, and we have to do those requests each day. Anything new, we have to donate. We normally do that anyway, so that's not a big deal. We only get 5 lives after we've passed out 5 times. Well, you got to delete the save, so that'll be fun. And then the selling rules again are all right here, and I'm gonna have to be checking that all the time to remember, because I am not gonna remember. But buildings, I added some building rules. So this is kind of my little additions, and then there's one rule change at this point. But all buildings must be placed on a foundation, not dirt. So as we're building, we have to kind of pseudo decorate as we go. All foundations must be connected by paths, and so we have to build kind of that infrastructure. So we're gonna have that going, and all the paths have to have lighting and seating along the route, because you know you might get tired. And then anything else that makes sense. So maybe we'll have dunnies behind residential buildings in the restaurant, things like that. And then rule changes. We only need to do daily tasks for NPCs we actually speak with that day. I don't feel like having to chase every NPC down to do their tasks. Some days I'm going to want to go mining and ignore the NPCs. I think even with hard mode, you still have to have a life. And so we're going to go ahead and do that. But that's what we're doing for hard mode. And so that's working now. That's still not working, so we'll figure out why I can't switch back to that. But we're going to have to remember that. But right now, it's a brand new start. And we're going to talk to Fletch here. Brand new island. This is only my 3rd island ever in Dinkum. So this is very new for me. There goes our balloon. Just kind of get a view here. So we got a little island over there. We're right on the beach next to our boat. That's kind of fun. I actually like this dock setup. This is gonna be fun. All right, so let's see what we got here from Fletch. Tell you what, feels good back in hard mode. Now Josh, get settled. Okay, here's a base tent and a map. Okay. So let's do a couple things. One, we're gonna go ahead and pause the game. We can't pause yet, so we're gonna look at our map and see what we got for a layout. So we have a nice big island here, and we have our dock here, which I love, And last time I built kind of in a central desert area. I think to make it truly a harder mode, we're going to build probably near... Well, this isn't bad, actually. I'm wondering if we want to build near the doggos and deal with them spitting fire at us. Just for trapping purposes, but I think we're going to stick here. And we'll start our town in this area, and eventually we'll spread out to sites unseen, sites unknown. I am going to spread out this time around where we put like our garden and stuff. We're not going to put it all right next to each other. You know, give room to develop. Okay. So looking around, I'm feeling good about this. Now the question is, do I want to have a waterfront property? And if so, is that where I want to put my house? Now I can't put any base down now because we can't build, but when we put on our permanent house, we will move to a foundation, because that's going to be one of our hard mode rules. Alright, so let's go ahead and just throw down here for now, I think. Yeah. And I think I want a waterfront property, you know? Just, we'll get rid of that tree eventually. Don't want to be so close to the dock and the sign. Maybe not. Maybe we'll come over here a little bit. And at some point we'll get a shovel, we can terraform and fill this in. That's what we'll do. So for now we'll throw it here. Yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, that's our building. That's great. Our new home. And that, my tent. Yeah, I did that backwards. That's okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw my tent down. Again, we are going to have some rules we have to follow when it comes to real buildings. But since we can't build foundations yet and paths yet, we're not going to worry about too much. So if we look at the map, I think I'm going to have my house on the beach. You know, we're gonna enjoy this lovely natural area as we go into this new island, doing kind of this hard mode experiment. We'll see how this goes. I'm kind of excited for it, actually. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and throw our tent down. Yeah, I'll back up. Really, I thought it would take out a tree. Yeah, well, there we go. Beautiful. Okay, that is a great start. I like being near the tower. I like the layout of this dock. We'll grab wood as we see fit. And I think if I gather everything now, right time doesn't start yet. So we're just going to gather a bunch of stuff. And we're going to stay out of trouble too, because we only get 5 lives. And then if I die, I got to delete everything. Which should be sad. And there's a kind of an end case, right? So what I'm hoping is, can I get through all the end game goals without dying 5 times? If and when I get that final end game goal, then it goes to regular mode. We've quote-unquote beat hard mode, and we don't have to keep track of lives anymore. We'll see if we can do it, because I die a lot. And starting over, coming from a map where I had all the endgame gear, I'm obviously going to be way too cocky, and probably get a few early deaths. But that's okay. Alright, let's go ahead and keep gathering. I am going to want to plant trees at some point, so I guess I should grab a good amount of stuff. We do want to watch out for our lovely cassowaries. Make sure they're not going to get us. And I am missing having a glider. Man, yeah, this is only my 3rd time starting a new island. So it's kind of fun to go back to the beginning here. All right, so we're going to keep looking around here and grabbing everything we can. Would like to get, ideally, 20 of everything, actually including you, before we actually let time start. So keep an eye out for gators. I have no weapons, so the only thing I can do is run away. And again, one of our early goals, we have to, as soon as possible, we have to build the bulletin board. And as soon as possible, we have to build the wishing well, and then we have to go to dangerous wish. That's like a core tenet of hard mode. Hard mode. All right. I see you, friends, over there. It's a nice little lake too. And we're also exploring, right? So eventually we got to build our permanent structures, and we got to move the 2 structures the 2 tents we've already put down. And so maybe we'll move elsewhere on the island. Right now we're just starting oceanside. All right. fruit salad is going to be crucial early on. Man, we have a lot more. Ooh-wee, that's a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's gonna be some early, some good early game trapping, though. I'll tell you what. So that will be useful early on trapping. Again, we're being foolish here. Stay away from them. Let them all be angry. Ooh-wee, hey friends. I'm just here for your bananas. Don't mind me. Oh man. Alright, yeah, the trapping is going to be out of this world. So I'm very excited. We are going to be... Oh, they're still following. Alright, friends. We're good. We're good? We're good. Alright, I'm actually going to throw down a egg. So where... That was like all right here was where it was wild. We're just going to remember that for later. Once we unlock trapping... we're just gonna, that's how we're gonna get a lot of our early dinks, since we have so many selling restrictions with the hard mode. Alright, we're gonna not try to jump over this. Well, we can make it past this shark, right? Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Okay. Alright, we're doing decent on the Kwangdongs, or whatever they're called. We're doing decent on the bananas. I'd like to get 20 bananas, though. I'm going to come mark this other tower, just to have that ready. And again, it's always the first day fun, right? It's just finding things, unlocking things, all that jazz. Alright, we'll use stars for the towers, I suppose. Less friends here, so this will get us our 20 bananas. That's great, because we're going to plant all 20 of them. And if we can get more, we'll get more. Hey, Queen Mama, how's it going? Welcome to a late night stream. I've finally done all my travels and vacations and weird schedules, and so I wanted to stream as soon as possible, which ended up being tonight. So good evening to you. We're starting hard mode. If I can switch to hard mode safely. Can I pause yet? I cannot pause yet until I talk to Fletch. But we'll pull that up and kind of go over those rules again in a bit here. But this is something that's kind of seems to be all the rage right now in the Dinkum Discord. Might as well pick up everything. I'm not going to be able to sell these shells anytime soon due to the rules, but I'll need them, I'm sure, for talking to people and tasks from them. So we'll just get all of them now. But yeah, so hard mode is a bunch of self-imposed rules to make the game a little more challenging. I need to get my air conditioner on a moment. I'm excited to try it out. My travels went well, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people have been playing it. I'm modifying it a little bit, and I added some building rules of my own. Oh, more friends. The only rule I took off, the one that's kind of floating out there by AJ, is I'm not going to chase down every NPC every single day to find what their task is. My rule is if I talk to them, I have to do their task that day. So even if I go to sell something, if I talk to an NPC, then I have to do their task. Otherwise, I'm going to follow all the rules. And then I'm adding some building rules at this point. So buildings, once I can build them, have to go on foundations. Once I build a building, I have to connect it by a path, and then there's gonna be some pathing rules. My god, my last map had like 3 warrior moves total. I've seen like 20. We're gonna be trapping fiends. And I'm just kind of circumnavigating this little island, but I need to start heading out to get myself not only lime bushes, but I need to go towards apples and get some apples. But yeah, so we're gonna have some building rules. I think that'll be fun. But mostly the NPC one is really, I wanted to be able to have days where I just go do mining and things. And I feel like once you have 20 NPCs, all you're doing at that point is gonna be the NPC tasks. I'm like, I want to be able to do other things. And I know some people are like, oh, well, you have plenty of time in late night. And I'm like, yeah, you do, but It's not really that fun to watch when you're exhausted all the time. It does add some danger, but you don't want to be, you know, super tired. Alright, so we got some buddies over there. We're going to ignore him for now. I guess technically I also want 20 of these. And I have no idea why I like 20. That's just a number that, I don't know. But for the bottle brush and for the wattle flowers, ideally we'll have 20 or 25, like a 5x5 patch of them is always nice to have. Speaking of wattle brush, we'll grab this one. And we're using the benefit that the first day doesn't really start if you don't talk to Fletch that second time. So that's what we're doing right now. We're just running around, gathering resources on day one, enjoying the nice sunny weather, kind of seeing what the map looks like. And I'll mark off another tower here. I think we were using star, right? Yeah, okay, I'm using the star. And this time around we're going to be coastal, we're going to be right on the ocean. At least initially. And my old game's not gone. I finally actually got myself the helicopter. Did that during vacation. And so I have some plans for that. But I was like, you know, this hard mode thing, this is up my alley. I want to challenge myself, especially this starting over again. You gotta really be careful. Alright, let's see here. Get some more wattle brush. Or bottle. It was wattle brush? Bottle brush. Get some apples, and apples are really, these are the things I care about, so we're going to take the shells off our list right now. Alright, so we got our fruits, we got our, there we go. Again, if we have more than 20, that's great, but I want at least 20 of each so that we're ready. Yeah. So yeah, you can strip mine the whole island if, with whatever you can grab. On day one. Time doesn't start up until you talk to Fletch again. And so that's one nice little tip and trick if you want to really kind of just go and grab all the bushes, grab all the brushes, get a lay of the land, go to town. And I'm grabbing all the apples we see because that's going to be our go-to food initially. Until we start making fruit salad. When we make our first cooking table. Alright. I guess that's it. I'm not going to be able to get that one right now. We're doing actually far better on the bottle brush than I thought we would. Last time I played, it took me forever to get my first 20. I didn't even do it on the first 2 days. Alright, I forgot. I do have to really be careful about gators right now. There we go. But yeah, once we talk to Fletch and we're safely inside, we'll review kind of the specific hard mode rules and what we're dealing with. The biggest impacts are selling. We're very, very limited what we can sell and who we can sell to. So that is going to be a challenge initially, which means our initial income is really going to be, I think, from trapping. Which, you know, is a great early game income. So that's not a bad problem to have. And given the sheer number of cassowaries, or worry moves, or not worry, what are the angry ones? The worry moves are the scaredy cat ones, right? What do we call them, the angry ones? But the cassowaries, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna make some good dinks. All right, we're good now on everything except limes and our wattle. So let's look at our map. Oh, we're kind of going the right way. We're gonna go toward, let's go inland a little bit. We'll go this way first. There we go. We'll go see what our desert looks like. Now we gotta keep an eye out for friends. And again, I'll grab these cactus figs, which look very much like the prickly pear I have in my yard. To the point where I wonder, is a cactus fig just an Australian name or a Dinkum name of a prickly pear, or is it actually supposed to be a different fruit? Because I don't know. Alright, again, I think we're feeling pretty good on apples. I'm not going to like strip mine the whole island, he says. as he continues to strip mine the whole island. But I think we're in good shape. All right, so we want more limes, which should be out here. Hello, friend. We're not going to mess with you yet because we have no way to deal with you. Got some limes there and lots of waddle. I'll be real sad if I see a rare doggo because I have no way to catch him at this point. Let's see. Lots of doggos here, which is why I'm going to mark this as well. Don't mind the skull. It's nothing. It certainly isn't because I'm going to come and take all their meat at some point. But let's be honest, I'm definitely going to come take all their meat at some point. All right, so really all I need now is figs, or not figs, bush limes, and then we're golden. And I can go. Did I mark this one off yet? No, I did not. So we'll go mark this. Oh, hello, friend. Gotta be careful. Everything's dangerous. Wari moves are the angry ones. You thought? You may be right. I thought Wari was because of scaredy cat, but you're probably right. Alright, and we're doing stars. Beautiful. So we found all 4 of our teleport pads now. And so we're going back towards our base. I did want to see that desert, but we just kind of did. So we're going to remove this for now. And we're going to go back to our tent. And hopefully pick up enough limes to finish our quest. I'll also grab any free wood that I don't chop down. It saves time as well. There's a gator there, so we'll go inland a little bit, looking for limes. There's some right there. Beautiful. So 3 more lime trees should put us good. And again, this is an arbitrary number. This is not part of hard mode. I like having 20 of everything before we really start. So that way I'm ready when it's time to start digging and planting an orchard. The real question is, where am I going to put the orchard? Now, for my sanity, I should put it nearby. But for the fun of the challenge, maybe we put it somewhere else. We'll see. Alright. Nothing too wild out here. Again, food's going to be super important. Excellent. Alright, so we're doing good. And we're almost back. And we're just scanning right now to see if we see any more lime trees on the way. Hello, lizard friend. I shall call you Hercules. There's 1. And there's 2, and that'll be mission accomplished. Lovely. Alright, cool. Now again, you could, if you wanted to, you could just strip mine this whole place. And just go nuts. I wouldn't, but you could. Let us now head over and grab. We'll head into the tent. We'll talk to Fletch, and then I'll be able to show you kind of what these rules are going to be like for this run, which I'll be doing for the foreseeable future. What are other things that are exciting? Oh, don't know if I'll turn anything on, but I made YouTube partner, so that's fun. I was YouTube partner years ago, and then I stopped streaming, and so they took it away, which is their right. But yeah, that unlocked this weekend, so I was like, oh, that's exciting. So I don't know if we'll do any membership things or not. I mean, I like doing this for the heck of it, so. But if we do, well, you all can tell me what you think might be worthwhile. Now, let's go and talk to Fletch. And more importantly, let's take a look at... Okay, here's Fletch with her discordant music. Let's take a look at what these rules are. So, hard mode, we got a couple things going on. One, the general rules. We do have to build that wishing well as soon as possible. Like ASAP, need to do that. And then we need to build a board, and we have to do those requests every day. If you're able to. There's some requests you won't be able to do, like some of the ones where like make certain foods or something, not gonna happen. I don't know what the kind of the take is when it comes to the trapping ones. Maybe it's just you have to try to trap. You know, we'll see. Anything new for bugs and fish, you have to donate. That makes sense anyway. I don't know why you wouldn't. We have to set the dangerous wish as soon as we can. And then the complete the NPC request, that's the one where you'll see there's a rule change. And then we have 5 lives. And once we start dying, I'll make a life counter for next time. Hopefully we don't die tonight, but we'll have a life counter to go through. There's a bunch of end goals, which we'll go over as we get there. But you can see the selling rules, really, we're limited to selling things very specifically to people. I don't know if there's a penalty, but maybe we'll keep track of it. Maybe we'll give ourselves like a negative score or some sort of punishment. Like maybe if I forget to do a board the next day, I can't eat food or something. So these are the things where we can add new rules. You all can help me come up with what if I screw something up, forget. You'll let me know. Building rules, buildings I added. This is new, so that other block over there is me. So they have to be on a foundation, paths have to be connected. We have to add lighting and seating on the paths. Basically kind of forced me to decorate as I go a little bit. And then the rule change, which I already talked about, is we only have to do the daily task if we talk to them. So that's kind of what we're gonna do. But let's talk to Fletch and see what she says. Okay. Oh no, I like the idea. I think that's with these fun challenges like this, I think that's what's so important is let people who are, people are watching this, let them make it interesting. And if I think, hey, that's not fun to play, then I'll say no. Yes, yes, yes. So she wants us to get John. We have the visiting site. We'll welcome people to hard mode, and we want to put it close by because we're going to talk to him a lot. Okay. Can I build anything yet if I come over here? Yes. Now, rock path doesn't really count as a foundation, so I can't build a real foundation yet. And we're gonna need to get planks and things, so we've started. But let's go ahead, and actually, I forgot, we do have free storage here. So we're gonna use that. For now, keep the wood on me. I'm not gonna eat any of this. And I wanna keep at least 20 of everything, so we'll put that all in there, and now we're in, oh, well, I'll forget how to split a stack. Oh no, it worked. Oh well. I realized I got that many apples. Okay, so where do we want to put our store? And again, we're gonna have to pick up and move the store to put a foundation down once we can do that. So that's just more money wasted. So if we look at our map, we're here, our house is gonna be here. Where do I want proper town to be? Do I want to do another thing along the river? Or do I want to keep it all like seafront? Well, oceanside, and then we have the wilds behind us. This is the part where I don't really know where we're going to go. So let's take a look. I think what we'll do is I like this circle island here too. This might be something at some point. It's like an island with a lake. That's always fun. Yeah, I might move my house there and then build a series of bridges back. That actually, I think that's what's going to happen at some point. I think my house is going there when we permanently put the house down. Okay. So if we have town hall over here, which kind of makes sense. It's, you come to town hall because it's near the docks. It's where you greet, you come into town. Maybe we'll put a shopping district over by the water a little bit. I want to spread out a little bit more than I did last time, so I have space to decorate around each place. So if we're going to do shopping, I don't want to lose my mining. But, maybe you have your mining store next to all your rocks. So, yeah, we're going to put the shop right here. Because at some point, you just got to make a decision and put it down. Oh, wait, but this is our visiting site. Okay, wait, slow down. The shop is what I want to put over there. I think for the visiting site, it makes sense to have them come next to Town Hall. Because, again, they're getting right off the boat. I wish I had a shovel. We'll put it there. Yeah, because if you're coming right off the boat, that's where you're going to come to Town Hall and kind of set up there for the day. A little tent city type thing. It'll be cool. Alright. Alright, so now we have the ability to get some milestones, which we should have unlocked a bunch of by picking everything. And yeah, we'll see these permits are coming in crazy now. Alright. And now we'll get some permit points. But we can talk about that tomorrow. Alright, so she wants me to cook some fruit, and she's gonna show me how to do a campfire, which is why we have all these apples on us. And now we can go make our first, again, she gave me some stone. And campfire, and now we can actually make it. So we come over here. Lovely. And we're gonna go put that down by our house because that's gonna be our primary cooking location. And again, I love the idea. We can come outside to the beach and we can enjoy a nice cooked apple. And now we're all set. And you'll notice time now has started. Oh, meanwhile, let's see everything we've gotten. So we picked up shells. We've set up camp. We've explored. We got our walkabout, and we did a good harvest master already. So we're already at 600. But the other things we have to do today, if we are able, is harvest 3 more lime and catch bugs. I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. We did the craft item, so we can get the lime bushes. We have to go find a lime bush real quick. Because again, that's part of it, is we have to do our tasks every day that we can do. I can't do the bugs until I get a net, so that we're safely allowed to kind of ignore. Alright. Alright, Fletch. No, never mind, she gave me a bug net, so we can go catch bugs after all. Beautiful. I can't believe you're on hard mode. Me neither. And tomorrow we can talk about permits with her, which is great. Alright, let's go get some bugs. And we need, for our tasks, we need just to catch 2. I'm already telling you how much I'm missing the bug book. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can find any on trees. And if we can't, that's okay. We'll just have to get butterflies or something. I'm not seeing any right now, though. Oh, there's a cicada, so that's good. Which would be a nice high-profile selling one, but we gotta donate it. Them's the rules. And until we have a museum, that means I just gotta, like, let them sit around. Nice. Alright. We've done our 3 dailies. I don't think Fletch has anything for us. We'll ask her. But, we're technically done as much as we can really do on day 1 of hard mode. Without tools and stuff. We can still explore. We can still pick more fruits and veggies, but I think we got enough. See if there's anything she wants to do. I don't want to know about food. I want to... Can I do anything else yet? Nope. Nothing else we can do yet. Okay, let's throw some stuff in storage that we don't need right now. We're gonna figure out where we're gonna keep our bug collection, because I'm not letting that fill my inventory. Let's not be cray-cray. I think the bug collection is gonna go right here behind the house. It won't become a problem until later when we have too many. Great. They can live there. We'll come in here, throw down our sleeping bag. And I think we're gonna sleep. And that is our first hard mode day done. Nice. I gotta check this scene if it's working now. It is not working. I don't know why my stream deck is being persnickety. But we'll figure it out at some point. It'll shape up later. Okay. So we got that done. First night saved. Let's see. Someone's visiting the island. I wonder who. Alright, first things first, let's see what our tasks are today. Chat for resident, we can do craft 2 items and craft a new tool. We'll see what we can do. Again, as long as we have the means to do it, we have to do it per hard mode. So let's talk to Fletch. Alright, so we'll need to get some licenses in order. Alright. And we have plenty of permit points to start, so we'll get our initial licenses right now. So we're gonna get our mining. We'll get our logging. And that's all we can get this moment. We'll chat with Fletch since we talked to her. Alright. If If she was... Okay, so how do I make money? This is gonna be tough. Because I can't sell things to John. Oh, yes I can. Okay, here's what we gotta do. Hi, John. We'll talk to him. So what I'm gonna need to do is the things John can buy are the big items. So I'm gonna have to chop down trees to sell to John the beehives, but he can't buy that till his store's here. Oh, this is gonna be a challenge. How am I supposed to do that from the get-go? Okay. Let's take a look at our hard mode rules. So selling. Fish and bugs can only be sold to Max and Julia. Cooking table food can only be sold to Sheila. Only carryables can be sold to John. Only discs can be sold to Franklin. Anything else has to be sold to Jimmy. Is this a flaw in the system? Am I missing something here? How do we... I'm guessing I have to do trapping. I think that's gonna have to be it. So I think I have to use this table saw money. What do I need to make traps? I think I have to use the table saw money to buy an axe. And a pick. Nope, no, I don't want the fishing rod. I want the pick. And I think I'm gonna have to unlock trapping to make this work. So let's go back to game mode. Oh, this is gonna be a challenge. Okay. But once we get trapping going, then we'll be golden. Then we'll be fine. So maybe that's the license I should have asked for. Alright, so we need to do our hunting license, which means I need to get a few more things. So to do that, what can we craft at this point? Sure. And how many items I need to craft? 2. So we're gonna craft 2 of those. And I can't make a tool yet, so we can't do that one. Oh, and they're not gonna let me count it as talking to people. Let's go back and talk to John, see if I can get my talking to him one done. I wanted to chat. There we go. Great. And so I have to do a job for him. A blue moon butterfly, we're gonna go get. Alright, because I talked to him, I have to do it. So let's run and do that, and then we'll figure out if we get anything else useful to get our hunting. There we go. Oh man, yeah, this is a fun conundrum. I want to chat. This is for you. Great. What are you gonna give me? A black mask. Great. I am gonna talk to him though to actually do the chat. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Now we can go and unlock hunting. License, at least license 1. So we're gonna do our hunting license. And then we can make a weapon. Alright, we can make a wooden bat. Basic spear. And I need 500 to get the trapping license. Okay. But now that we can do this, I can't make a tin bar. I can't make... Can I cook spinifex on a campfire? Oh, but I can't make planks yet. So yeah, I can't do any of this until we get another 500 points to get my trapping license to start making money to buy things. That's fun. Alright, well, knowing that, let's go ahead and get a blue moon butterfly. Because I think I kind of sort of cheated there. I think the first one has to be saved for the... whatchamacallit, the... museum. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. Again, I don't know if it's a cheat, if it's their daily task is asking me to do it, but, you know, just to be safe, we'll get a blue moon butterfly put away. We'll grab this fly, too, while we're here. Because at some point, that's going to get us more points. And we need 500 to unlock our trapping. But again, I still don't know how this is going to work because I can't build things to trap until I buy the... I think you have to sell initially. I wonder, maybe the idea is we don't go into hard mode until we get the wishing well. I don't know. If you're hanging out in chat, I know there's at least one of y'all there. What do you think? Do we have to... When do you think those selling rules kick in? And this may be something we answer next time. Maybe we'll just get through the first few days here and let people comment and share what their thoughts are. Their thoughts are. Because there's hard mode and there's I can't do anything mode. Alright, we're gonna put that away right now. Drop that. Actually, we'll put the seats down so butterfly. Here, there we go. We can now sell those or do whatever of those eventually. I don't remember that log being so big. That is a wild size. Yeah, we need nails, which means we need furnaces, which I think we're gonna have to be able to sell stuff until we can make things. No. And based on the rules, I don't think we can. So if we look at the rules as written, if I can get over to my... Where's my third monitor? Fish and bugs can only be sold to Julian Max, so that's the only person who can buy fish and bugs. Cooking table food can only be sold to Sheila, drinks not included. Only carryables can be sold to John. But you can't sell John carryables. See, there you go, that's the answer. Because you can't sell John carryables until he has a scale, until he moves in. And so, but you have to sell John stuff so that he moves in. So I think the selling rules don't kick in unless they're saying I could sell drinks. But again, only discs to Franklin. Anything else has to be sold to Jimmy. That's the only thing I can think of is, do I have to wait for Jimmy to show up? But Jimmy, you need 1,000,000 dinks, right? End raining, is that the rule for Jimmy? Yeah, I think that's gonna be the rules. Selling rules don't start with John until he actually lives here. I think that's how it's gonna have to be, because otherwise, I don't know what we're gonna do. You know, Queen Mama, thank you for your help. That executive decision made. I'm gonna keep 5 of each shell, 6, because every time someone will want 6. Yeah, well, if I can't sell anything, I don't know how I'm gonna make any money. This will help speed that along. Oh, you know, we had 6 of those, we'll keep those. This is really just so in case someone wants me to go get shells for them. There we go. I suppose one way you could kind of, you know, I want to keep 25 of these. One way you could, I guess, make it work is you have to do the... Initially you can sell to John, but you have to sell stacks of 50. Kind of like you would for Jimmy. That's one way I guess you could make it work. Bananas, I never feel like we have enough of. But we'll do that. As I said, I guess you could do that. I'm not going to, but I guess you could. I'm gonna sell all this nonsense. And you know, I'm gonna sell him this poop. Because until he moves in, I can sell him whatever I want. Alright, we're gonna sell you this. And we'll sell you, I don't know, 12 of those. I want to keep the logs because they're actually useful. Alright. That's useful. And then we'll buy the table saw. Nice. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I don't really want to be wearing this mask though, so honestly I'm going to sell him the mask too, because I don't need it. Sell goods. I can't imagine it's gonna be worth a lot, and especially it's kind of rude since he just gave it to me as a gift. But All right, while we're here, we might as well get our fishing rod. I don't have the license, that's true. Speaking of licenses, let's see what we can do here. We caught some bugs. We're a helpful friend. Alright, so we could pick up our fishing license, but instead I'm going to get our hunting license. Alright, Tails has a great step. No, but I want to... now she won't sell me the license. Rude. Alright, we're going to put our saw over here. This will be our initial workshop. And we can chop down some trees. Apple? No, it doesn't give stamina. It just gives a little tick of health. Oof. That's a rough, slow process. I'm feeling okay with this. I'm feeling this is fair. Once he moves in, the rules kick in. And you know what? To make it clear that's what we did, we'll add that to my personal rules at some point. Alright, we'll get these all ground up. I still don't think I can make, unless I can cook spinifex on the campfire, which I've never tried. So keep chopping these real quick. And we'll go find a spinifex tree and we'll try cooking that, because then I could make a tool, which is another daily task. Make myself a bat to go whack some critters. Alright, we also can do some mining. Oof, look at that stamina disappear though. Man. While that's coming back, we're gonna walk and find some spinifex to chop down. Which is more deserty, right? So everything's so far away now. Check for gators. Gotta keep it safe. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get that, and I could start getting my specials, breaking these barrels here. There are a lot of them. You know, just to have them available. Yes, I know I'm tired. Goodness. One of my other rules, my personal rules, is I'm not allowed to chop down bottle brush trees. So I have to wait until I get a tree mover if they're in the way. Alright, spinifex. Any nearby? Or do I need to keep going more desert inland? More desert. Okay. Oof. I need to be able to cook. Not having a cooking table is rough. I suppose I can just sit down. Keep an eye out. So make sure nothing nearby is gonna come for me. Alright, yeah, so this works. So we can sell, we're gonna cheat a little bit in the hard mode because I don't know how to knot. In order to be able to unlock trapping and stuff, we're gonna need to progress to the point where he moves onto the island, I think, so. Man, stamina's so slow. We'll just keep walking, because I don't know that it's actually any faster. Why is it not? There it goes, okay. Let's see if we can find some spinifex, and if we can cook it in a campfire, which I'm not sure we can. Alright, let's wander back. I mean, it's not like the stamina's gonna come back any slower, so I might as well just break things while we can. So far, hard mode, not too bad. Well, now once we get that dangerous wish, though, That's when it's gonna be nasty. Alright, so we have multiple cicadas, so we can sell those on bug day. But that'll be in, we got a minute before that comes around. Alright, I don't want to drown. I don't think yeah, I should be fine. That'd be a really cruddy way to lose my first of 5 lives. It's just to drown. Alright, let us continue. Onward. Okay, this may kill me. Try to jump as much across the river as possible. We're fine. We're fine. We're okay. No damage taken. We're not going to try killing a kangaroo yet, because he would actually whoop my butt at this point. Alright, let's get the spinifex ready, because I'm hoping we can cook it. I don't think we can, though. I'm not super confident. But, you know, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Alright. Let's see if we get lucky. Survey says... Oh, wait! We can! Okay, so that means we can actually craft our first weapon. I'd be really annoyed if we needed like 3 of those. I don't know if a weapon's gonna count as a tool. For the daily, but it'll be nice to have a bat. I need to cook 2. Alright, that's okay, because our stamina's almost back, and we do have, in fact, 1 more of them to cook. So nice, so we're able to get that task done. More points, more milestone. More importantly, our stamina is back now. And look at us now. We're doing great now. Alright, let's see if this bat counts. It did! Huzzah! And we got some more stuff here too. Yeah, we are swimming in points now. That's great. So we got a weapon, and we have the ability to get our trapping tomorrow. Things are looking up already. Nice. I think we'll burn out the rest of our stamina here just to pick up some shells. And we'll go get some of this ore, because we are going to need ore at some point for a variety of things. I know it's going to make me exhausted again, but after we get this and 1 more copper, we're going to go ahead and sleep anyway, so it won't be that bad. But I want to have enough to make an ingot. And I think really hard mode isn't hard until you get the fountain. And we are going to rush the fountain. And that's part of this process, is to get the fountain as soon as possible. Set it to Dangerous Wish. Oh, look at that, must keep moving. That's a new achievement, so you can't see it on your screen, but it's got the keep walking while exhausted achievement. That's fun. That's a new one I haven't unlocked yet. Alright, why did I walk here? I don't know. Where I need to walk is back to my house and sleep. Alright, so everyone we talked to that gave us a task, because I couldn't get Fletch to give me one today. We did their task. We did our 3 dailies. So we're in good shape. I guess that's the other way to make money without selling. So you'd have to wait until the first fish or bug festival, because you can sell to them. But again, that feels like it's just arbitrarily slow. So I think John's selling rules will kick in once John has a shop. Otherwise, it's just it's not hard. It's just annoying. At least that's how I'm looking at it. Okay. Oh, I talked to you, so now I gotta do your daily. Need anything? I guess I have to buy it from you. Because every day we gotta do what they ask for. If you can. So if I didn't have the cash, I would have had to say no. Alright, let's see what she wants. I want to apply for license. Let's go ahead and get ourselves our trapping license. We can now make that and that. Mining we have. I didn't realize you had to. I forgot that you had to get an excavation license. Let's see what she wants to do now. Can't fund, hard mode, more permanent structures, tin ore. Beautiful. 3 stone and 10 tin ore. Okay. So, campfire, what do we need to get for that? Logs and stone. So we'll go get that, and we need 5 more tin ore. But without the stamina foods, ugh. We're gonna pick up the logs, because I don't want to waste the stamina on knocking down a tree. Alright, we're gonna need tin ore. So we got that. We'll let that recoup. And now we can get our stones. One at a time. I forgot this is how slow stones are. There we go. Now we'll do it again. Oh. That'll be nice to sell later. That's actually very convenient to find early on. How much tin ore am I holding right now? Oops, come on. 9, I need 1 more tin. There we go. We're just gonna park this over here. At some point, we'll sell that to him. Alright, we have everything we need, I think. So let's go ahead and make the campfire real quick. And do we have now everything we need? Oh, I need more stone. Okay. Let's go get some more stone. So use it to make the campfire. Nice. It'd be good to get something that's not the default axe. That is for sure. Alright, now I can make the furnace. But I'll need to... Alright, let's make that. Hot dog, but she wants a tin, so I gotta go get more dang tin. Convenient though, having this little mining patch right over here. Super helpful. Alright, let's get this tin going. What are extra? There we go. Some more stamina come back. Nice. Okay. We can go cook this up, and that will put us onto the track of completing what she wants. Bring the bar Fletch. And we're doing alright. Let's put our new bugs down that we got. So we know we need... And so I'm still following some of the hard mode rules. Like I'm not going to sell bugs or fish to John. But again, the whole idea of having to wait till... Gosh, what day is it when the first fishing palooza happens? Seems like a wild choice. Give me my bar. I'm on fire. Help. Right, what clothes did he sell me a dress? I'm not... I mean, it's a lovely dress, but it's not for me. Alright, we're gonna wait for this bar to be done. Meanwhile, did we have anything else we need to do for people? No, John sold me the dress, so his is done. And we'll see if Fletch has anything after I turn this in. And then we'll look at my dailies, because I have to get those done as well. Thanks, Fletch. Yep, I'm sure he'll come. Alright. So we got a crafting recipe, we got our chest. We're gonna go ahead here. Craft those. What do we need for a crate? Palm wood. Really? Huh. Alright, well. Hardwood, palm wood for that. And then for traps, we need mangrove, tin, and springs. It's a process, but that's where we're gonna start building our trapping empire. Alright, hey Josh, I said I really like you. So spoke Fletch. Oh, great. Well, that was hard. Alright, let's see, because I did talk to her if she has a task need anything. Alright, so I gotta catch her a fly. And, nope, not a license. I lied, I want a deed. Actually, before we do a deed, I do need a license. Okay, I need to get one of the decorating licenses because remember for the permanent buildings I have to put foundations down. That was my personal rule. So let's see what I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go. I needed to buy that one so that I can make foundations to put the building down. And for John's, I think we're gonna do gumwood because I can make a bunch of them. Beautiful. Now I'll ask for the deed. Let's talk about town. Oh wait, but I can't. Okay. So technically the deeds I have to do first are the bulletin board and the wish. So I guess John can't come yet. This is so weird. I don't... Alright, we're gonna build a bulletin board. That's the first thing we have to build. And I think we're gonna put it right here. There we go. Yeah, perfect. So task 1 done. We got the bulletin board down as soon as we possibly could. Love to see it. Great. There are the tasks. What else do we need to do? Bury 3 fruit. Only possible if I can get the digging deed, which I don't think is gonna happen. So I think you need 500. I mean, I guess I could saw a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to try. If we can do it, we can do it. But the pathing seemed more important. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's other ways you can make early money without selling to John. But you can't unlock trapping until you have... Yeah, I must be missing... The only thing I think is you would have had to wait until the fishing tournament. And that just doesn't seem ideal. Alright, we're just gathering a bunch of stuff while we can here. I do need to go get more shells, so we'll walk along the shells. I could probably chop down a few more trees and be fine, and trigger some stuff. But Let's see what we need here. Shell, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna need a lot more shells for that. But I can sell them. That'll get me that one, which should get me 100. I could chop 28 more planks. How many do I got on me? 10? It's doable. But I think right now the money makers give you the shells. And if the store closes, then it doesn't matter about getting the shells saved because I'm not going to be able to get the other thing anyway. Ooh, new bug. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Got a stockpile behind my house is going to be great. I don't think I have you yet either. Hey, come here. Alright, what did that get me for points? Another 100? I'll take it. We need 500 though, I think, for getting the shovel. Yeah, shells, we're gonna be able to sell them. I don't think we're gonna hit the shell yet. Oh, I also need to get Fletch a fly, right? Is that also today's task? Yes, let's go get her a fly from the desert before we forget. Sometimes they're up in this little deserty area. Nope. I think you should be able to like throw a net, right? For the bin chickens. Those should be throwable. I did not really look for gators. I really need to be more careful. Alright, we'll get this free wood because this is useful to chop. And see, I thought this was the Warimu because he was a big scaredy cat, and I thought the... I don't know what they're supposed to be. What's the angry one called? I just call them cassowaries and emus. Like the scaredy cat ones are the emus, and then the cassowaries are the vicious buggers. All right, we do need a fly. Yes, I don't care about those. Yes, I don't care about that. I probably need to start caring about things soon. Alright, we're gonna go for the fly and I'll just drop something else and then we're gonna go back and unload. Alright, we got our vicious friends over there. Let's kind of avoid them. Head more desert. We're gonna ignore the butterflies because I think we have the normal ones. But a fly would be real nice. Hello. I would like to capture you to give you to my friend. I mean, I do have a fly, but again, I'm trying to keep the first one I catch for donating. So that feels like the spirit of hard mode. But we'll just cross this little mangrove bridge here, and we have a proper desert, so we should find one out here. There's one. Nice. Okay. What are we gonna drop? Yes, we're gonna drop something. Gum nuts. Alright, let's go turn this in and, for the love of God, empty our pockets. Excellent. Alright. Very sad when the music stops. I need to want like a streamer mode. Most of the time with streamer mode you want like no music to play or you have like copyright strikes and stuff. I'm like, I want one where just there's always some background music, you know, just some of the music's real good. Just always give us something, and then still have the normal things like when combat kicks in. Hey, Tressa, how's it going? When combat kicks in or something, let it do that. Welcome to my first few days of hard mode here. I may have already cheated. We're still trying to decide if it's cheating or just annoying. But it's working. Everything's coming together. It's my bug collection back here, since I have to donate them and I can only sell them to the bug boy. Okay. You're good, good. Glad to hear it. So I'm gonna keep... Where'd the fly go? Oh, down there. Okay. Fly can just stay in inventory until I talk to our friend. And there we go. That way I can put all these. I'm sure this won't cause any lag whatsoever. I don't know at what point the bugs become an issue. But I know they can be an issue. They're just gonna hang out there. Made myself a bar. Let's go give Fletch her pet fly. Yes, I found you a fly. It's a weird request, but I'll take 10,000 dink. I guess that's the other way you make your money. Okay. So yeah, we did cheat a little bit with our friend. So we're not gonna do that anymore. We won't do any more cheating. That's because that's how you make your initial money, is you just kind of do tasks. Now, knowing that, though, we can go and pay off this deed. The next thing we have to do per hard mode is we're gonna have to get a the wishing well, or the wish fountain. Pearls and concrete. John is never moving in. And Pearl, ugh, gosh, okay. Yeah, he's never moving in because I'm gonna need to make so much money from trapping. But I'm glad to hear you're good. Alright, where do I want the wishing well? I think I kind of want it over here. Eventually. I want to put it like floating. Let's go check out this weird little circle island. Keep an eye out for sharks. I said this was going to be my house at some point. Yeah, I'm streaming late tonight. I haven't had a chance to stream it forever. And I wanted to do a little stream tonight. And since all my wacky schedule is finally over, mostly, I was like, I'm going to do it tonight. I'll probably be back again on Thursday, because tomorrow I'm going to go see a musical, and Wednesday's D&D night, so... But finally getting back into streaming. But Thursday I'm hoping to do, like, early, like 6:30 my time, 7 p.m. my time, instead of starting at 9:30 my time. Alright, yeah, so I think our wishing well is going to come over here. I'm going to make it pretty and everything at some point. The wishing well is not one that I'm using my own personal hard mode building rule on, because it's not a building. It's more of a... well, it's a well. We're going to just park it here for now. Cool. Alright. The concrete is actually going to be the most annoying, because I don't have a grinder yet, and it's going to take forever to get a grinder, since I don't think it's supposed to be selling to John yet. So this is where I'm... There's hard mode because it's hard, and there's hard mode that's just kind of annoying and delays the inevitable. Part of me feels like I should be able to kind of sell anything to John until he comes to the island. And so we may continue with our little cheat of selling to John up until he moves on to the island. And then we'll follow the rules. I think we're gonna do that. Is it a cheat? Sure. But you know what? Oh, I kind of want that gator meat. It'd be great if they killed each other. I'm guessing... Is the shark running away? Keep going. Keep... Watching nature happen in front of our lives. Go, get him! Get him! Who's your money on? My money's on the shark just swimming away, to be honest. Okay, let's go back to our island and avoid any troublesome wildlife. Getting the pearls is going to be a slow process without a boat. Or I'm just going to grab the first one right here. But well, you know, that's, I find in this game that as soon as I whine about something, it kind of just shows up. Because there's another clam over there, I think. No, it's a jellyfish. So we got 1 pearl. We just need 4 more. And then we're on our way to the wishing well madness. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Since we already kind of cheated with John, I think we're just going to continue our cheating with John a bit. Oh yeah, the day's over, so I can't sell him anything right now. Which means I can't do the daily task, because I can't berry fruit since I don't have the permit points yet. I probably will just get them now. Yeah, so tomorrow morning I could berry fruit. I just can't today. So that's not a punishment, it's not a penalty, it's just you have to do it if you're able to. And since I don't have the permit yet, I'm not able to. But I don't think I checked the board today, unless it was the day I bought it. So let's double check that. Bold board. Yeah, that's a good call. I'll go where it's safe. We can show you what we did. So we did the towers. This is a ton of doggos, so at some point when I need meat, that's gonna be my meat farm. And this is a stupid amount of the cassowaries. So that's gonna be my hunting grounds as I unlock things. But for those of you who just popped in, we're doing a hard mode kind of run. That's kind of all the rage right now on the Discord. Kind of show you what's going on. So the general rules where I may have already cheated is one of these sellable rules. Only carryables can be sold to John. I'm kind of selling him anything until he moves on to the island, because I can't even sell him carryables now because he doesn't have a scale yet. And so I'll add that to the rule changes. So you know, I'll be on the up and up. So this is something that's created by AJY or AJ, and a lot of YouTubers and stuff are doing this kind of model. And then I added some building rules. Any buildings, so not the tents, but any buildings have to be put down on a foundation first, not dirt. And then as you build foundations, they need to be connected by paths or roads, and then you have to decorate as you go, type of thing. So that's kind of what's going on. The only other rule change is you have to do the daily tasks for any NPC you talk to. Again, if you're able to. You do not have to do the task for every NPC every day, because at some point I'm not going to want to walk around and find all 20 of them every day, because then I won't be able to do anything like mining or stuff, and that's just, it's not fun. So to keep it fun, little modification to that rule. And then I'll add to that list next time I stream where it just says selling rules with John start after his shop is established, because yeah, I could wait until the fishing tournament and I can do tasks all the time until I get enough money to buy things, but all that does is kind of that seems like a weird delay versus a fun hard mode, you know? Delaying progression just for delay's sake isn't challenging. I think I already did his job. Yeah, good. Just make sure. Alright, bud. I'm gonna go then. We're gonna need more concrete, and since I have the stamina right now, at some point, we're gonna go ahead and chop some stones. Tomorrow, we probably are gonna go looking for pearls. Oh yeah, I forgot termite nests aren't a thing, really, yet, so I don't know why I broke those. I got 3. I think I need 5 or 10. I need 10 cement, so I need 20 stone plus 10. So I need 30 stone on me to do it. There we go. But we're swimming in permit points. We're doing pretty well for like day 3. I'm pretty happy with this. Do I want to break all the stone now? And the answer is not really. But it is getting my mining up, so... maybe it's worth it. Tomorrow I'll look at the fruit. I can't remember which fruit gives me stamina. I think it was the limes. And if that's the case, we'll have a bunch. We'll grab some more. Let's actually, we can just go check now. Do I have a lime tree that I haven't bothered? Yeah, over here. And I know cooking will be better, but I was curious to see what this gets us. So, what does a lime do for us? Yeah, so we'll do cook limes, I guess, tomorrow. I'll cook them now, but... Man, we're running low on inventory space. We got to make a chest soon, too. Alright. We'll get those a-cooking. And then once this first one's done, I'll throw another one on and go dump all my excess. That's right, I'll pick that up in a minute. Let's go dump our stuff we don't need over in our chest here. We're gonna sell it in the morning because, again, we're doing our cheat selling right now. Alright, cool. Now what does a cook lime get us? Like, ooh, a whole 1.2 per tick. But you know, we can, that's better than nothing when we're mining. How did I get fish? Oh, from the pearl. I forgot that gives you fishing. That's fun. Alright, we're doing well. It's a rainy day. But Rain, you still have to have $1 million in the bank before Moneybag shows up. Yeah, so he's John, what's his face isn't here. Okay. Let's go sell some goods to our friend because again, until he moves in. Hi, buddy boy. Oh, you know what? No, I don't think I'm gonna sell anymore. I'm gonna. That's how I'm gonna play it. You can sell goods until he gives you his deed, because it seems weird just to bank tons of money if he hasn't moved in yet. All right, and we have our first bulletin board. She wants to trade pants. We can do that. I'm gonna eat these limes real quick, and then I'm gonna go mine a bunch of stones. We're gonna need that as well. That's lovely. Give me the stone. And we need 30. As we're going. So that's what we're going to need. Which I think we can get pretty easily. Oops. Alright, almost there. Nice. Feels weird to be ignoring the ore and just going for the stone. But you know, we gotta get that wishing well. That is the, I'll get some of this ore because we're gonna need nails at some point. And my pick's gonna break, so we're gonna sell that at some point. Like, well, there's a thing. I think I'm gonna have to modify those rules because it seems weird to not be. Well, I guess we can repair them. It seems odd to not be able to sell tools to anyone because they don't stack. So that just means it becomes an unsellable item. I guess that's part of the hard mode. All right, I've convinced myself. I'm also gonna need to look at what our dailies are. So our dailies are sell 3 bugs, can't. Not allowed to sell bugs yet. Plant 4 wild seeds. I'll be able to craft a new tool. I guess I'll have to do. What is the shark doing? Is he truly stuck? Oh, poor baby. Oh, wait, why am I doing this? Where's my baseball bat? Oh no! I got him out unstuck. No! That was dumb of me. Dang it, I should have hit him. What's hitting me? Ow! Oh, I was drowning. Come back, shark. I'm weak. I'm in the water. I'm scared. I only have 5 lives. Oh, man. I had a chance there. I had a chance. All right. Okay. Back to stone gathering, methinks. I also want to check. So we're going to store all this. We'll store that and that. Alright, we do need to make a new tool. So we can make a tin bar. Actually, do I have... Yeah, let's go make a tin bar real quick. I do love that you can push those back into being tin bars. Oh, here's a shark. Can I convince you to come on land and get me? Whoo-wee! How do I... Oh, yeah, I need to get you, like, over here. I need to get you on this corner, jump over you, and push you onto land. Come on, buddy. Interesting. Well, I need to get my shovel, too, so once this bar cooks, we're gonna go buy a shovel, I hope. Do I have enough money to buy a shovel? Yes. And I guess we'll get another pick. Man, hard mode, you gotta really plan things out. This is it's kind of fun. It does change the feel. You can't just rush like selling things and become rich overnight. Once I get the... Oops, lost my headphones. Once I get the shovel, then I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put my orchard. Alright, so let's make our tool, because we have to do that. And yeah, we're gonna go spear. So that task is done. We're not allowed to sell bugs. We can buy the shovel once I get this done, so then I can plant some seeds. Let's talk about a license. Excavation license, please. Lovely. Alright. Oh, metal tech can be good, too. Alright, I'd like a shovel, por favor. And I would like a new pick. Awesome. Okay. And how many seeds do I need to plant? 4 wild seeds. Oh, that counted as 1, so I don't even need a shovel actually for that technically, so let's just keep swinging this guy until I get 1 more set of seeds. Now, stamina's an issue again. Excellent. Okay. And I did talk to Fletch and I did talk to John, so I have to do their dailies as well now. Remembering all this stuff is tough. I love it. Alright, let's chat. Oh yeah, she wanted pants, so let's go ahead and get that done. Alright, I did my board for the day. Nope, I lied. I want to talk to you. Let's chat. The tomato is not doable, so I get to say no to that. Which makes her angry, but it's better than lying. I want to chat. And do you need anything? I have to buy it if I can afford it. There we go. Alright, we're gonna go break our pick and then break another one. We need more stone. So we come over here and get this stone. Hello, Froggy. I know you're gonna break pick. That's okay. And oh yeah, it gets them for breaking a tool, so that's nice. Look at all these points coming in. This is great. That's one of the end game goals. You have to get every one of these permits at some point, so that's a going. Excellent. That gator is freaking out over there. We're gonna ignore him for sure. Pick up more wood. Nice. And oh, another stuck shark. Alright, I'm gonna try to bat him even further on land. Ha! Ow! Son of a gun! He's just gonna run away again, isn't he? I thought for sure I was safe if he was stuck on land, the jerk. That could have been bad. Although he does seem confused on his pathing and does not seem to know where to go. Because normally they run away. There he goes. Interesting. Here he comes again. I think I can get him. I just want to take out a shark on like day 4 with a baseball bat. I mean, come on. What's not exciting about that? Ah, well. If he comes back again, we'll try to get him. Okay, so we are almost where we need to be with stone. I'm still gonna need to get John's shop building before I could get the... Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get John's shop first. Because he sells the grinder, so I can make the concrete. So we're back to our original problem of... what do I do? Okay, so we need to get John's shop. Then I need to do a couple things first anyway. I'm gonna need to pay off... So yeah, I need to sell to him. Okay, I can live with that. Because we can't do much until we sell to him. And I don't care about these pants. Or this. Or whatever that is for now, or that. Wait, what? Well, let's go get our shells. Yeah, because I need John's shop to get the stuff to make the wishing well to actually truly start hard mode. Again, I'm sure someone who is more creative than I can figure out a way out of this conundrum with, like, trapping or the fishing derby or whatever, but I want to really get into hard mode. Alright, let's sell some stuff. You think it's cheating, Tressa? Well, if it's cheating, like, I'm trying to figure out... So here's my argument. You're right, it is a little bit cheating. You're right. But it's also really boring watching and playing to make me wait until the fishing derby to actually make the money. And I could do it, but I guess that's what we'll have to do. It just feels weird to have to wait that long. But you know what? If you think it's cheating, I will listen to you, and we will honor the process. I guess I'll just get a lot of supplies. Okay, and I do. Speaking of supplies, I want to cook some more of these so I have some stamina. What do I need to actually make some crates? Because we desperately need storage. All right, if we're making crates, we need. I have gumwoods. I thought I made nails. I must have put them in storage. And I need palm wood planks. Did I make some nails yet? I did. All right. We won't cheat then. We'll honor it the best we can. We've already cheated a little bit because I think we did sell him some stuff earlier. But part of me is like, you need to sell him stuff for him to move onto the island, and the only thing you're allowed to sell him per the rules is carryables. But you can't sell him carryables until he moves on the island. So part of me thinks it's an impossible scenario up until you have his shop. That's where I kind of rationalized it earlier. But now that I've done that enough to get his deed, we'll honor it. Although I still think it's okay. we need to go find a palm tree. Like those ones. On this side of the river, so I don't drown. Alright. But you see my conundrum? Because the selling rules say you can only sell him carryables. But he doesn't buy them until he has a scale, right? Unless maybe there's a scale in the tent and I just missed it. Because if that's the case, I do have that fossil I can sell him. Alright. But we aren't allowed to sell bugs yet. So we're not going to do that daily. We otherwise have done our tasks. Ask Fletch about the town to apply for the shop deed. Yeah, we can't do that just yet. So we pay off the wishing well. And then once we pay off the wishing well, all of our money is going to go towards making the dangerous wish. And that's when hard mode really starts in my mind. Alright, what was I want? I was wondering, oh yeah, I wanted to make sure that there wasn't a scale in here I just haven't seen. Right, because if I walk in carrying this, he won't buy it yet, will he? No. So yeah, that's where my challenge with the hard mode is. Anyone else in chat, you can let me know. The rules say you can't sell to John other than carryables. But you have to sell them to make him move to your island. So, I don't know. Or maybe, I guess maybe he'll move if you do enough goodie tasks for him. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Alright, was there anything else I had to do today? No. So what I'm going to do is cook up these limes so I can get my stamina back, because this wandering around so slow is wild. And then we're going to go make our chest so we can find some storage. Let's go ahead and chop down the... Turn this into planks here real quick. Lovely. And we can't cook stone. Right, let's make sure there's not another way we can make concrete. So we have to wait till we get the store for that. Okay, so we have, I think, everything we need now. How many more wood do I need to saw for the next level? 24. Exactly what I have. So we're gonna do that real quick too. And we'll get that going. And while that's going, again, let's take a look at these rules, because I don't know. What do y'all think? So the whole selling thing, you need to sell to John for him to move onto the island, if I remember correctly. And so it says you can only sell him carryables. But you can't sell carryables until he's here. So what do you think? You think it's okay to sell him anything up until you build a shop? Or you think it's okay to sell him anything until you get the deed to a shop? That's where I'm at now. I've sold him stuff until I got the deed. So maybe that is the fair compromise. Maybe that's the spirit of hard mode. And you'll notice I did make one rule change if you weren't here earlier. I'm not going to track down every NPC every day to do their tasks. But if I talked to them at all for any reason that day, I have to do their task. That's kind of the compromise in that rule. Because again, I want to be able to do mining and stuff. And it feels boring to me to spend every day just doing 24 fetch quests. Alright, now that we've done that, we can come here. We should be able to build ourselves some storage. Thank the heavens. And I think we will build... we might as well build all 4 of them, eh? Well, that's lovely. Is there any other licenses I want to get an early license on? We should get fishing. Could do metal detecting. I'm not... Farming will happen when it happens. Bridges will... I'm not... I do like tool belt. Give me an extra tool belt. And... yeah, that's where we're gonna stop that. Okay. day is done for him. He's gone anyway. Let's go put stuff in storage and bring this over so no one bumps into it by accident or destroys it. We're going to throw this into our tent just to keep it safe and to have a decoration. Storage-wise, let's rearrange our lives here. It'll be nice when we can do colors or signs. I'm going to put all the junk, like shells and stuff, and seeds and whatnots here. Actually, let's think this through. This will be plantables, which will be seeds and uncooked fruit. Yeah, that's what we'll put that, and we'll put that in there too. This will be the shells and junk, which I'll go grab in a minute. This will be building supplies. Including, I think, things that are already built. And this will be what I call my treasure box, which is basically anything that's green. And clothes, because that seems fine. Alright, so put food there. We'll get our tool suite out. And that is lovely. Now let's go pick up all our other junk that we shoved in Fletch's shop. Perfect. Alright, we'll get all this. And now that we have a shovel, we should probably start planning on doing our orchard. That way we don't have to keep running around looking for food. And eventually we'll be able to do fruit salad. So let's put stuff away. What termite nest? There's a junk. Shells are junk. There's no reason to keep ore right now until I'm ready for a second furnace, so we'll cook that. I'm going to call the the feather junk, and the rest is plantables. Okay. So speaking of plantables, let's figure out where we're going to go ahead and throw our... I'm going to do this when it's inside, just so no gator or anything sneaks up on me. Where are we going to put our orchard? Kind of could take over this whole island and build it there. It'd be annoying to go over to. I mean, where is that? We have to build bridges. So it's the one that's over there past our shark friend. But there's something kind of cool about that. Although, again, it'd be annoying to get to. Let's see, we could do... Like, I don't want to keep everything super close. I want to spread out, because part of my hard mode is going to be building roads and stuff, and infrastructure. So I don't want everything super close. I'm thinking the orchard maybe will be close-ish, but not... This island's really calling to me, but it's going to be a bear to build bridges all the way there. Oh yeah, Teresa, that's totally fair. That's why it's hard mode. But there's hard mode that's hard and that makes it interesting. And there's hard mode that's kind of slow. That's where I'm kind of stuck with it. And I you know, this is the same thing I feel of some other games that have dedicated hard modes. There's some things that's just to be slow for slow's sake does not a hard mode make. But I think you're right. I think it's the way it's written. You have to sell him stuff for him to move in. So I think the way we've done it now is fair. We sold him enough stuff that we have his deed available, and now we will follow it as written. We will not sell him anything else. I think that works well. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go kill some gators. I gotta be careful now because I don't have a nice alpha tool, so how we fight matters. Oh, he's not. He bit me. Okay, now he's tired. Oh, back out of there. Oh gosh, we are not gonna fight gators right now. Nope, no siree. We're good. No gators needed. Oh no, it's late. But no, I agree. We do need to kind of. I want to honor the hard mode part of it. So we don't have to get everywhere early. We're fine. We're doing okay. Okay, what was I doing? There was something I wanted to do. Oh, I want to figure out where I want to plant my dang orchard. I think what we'll do is I think we will plant it over here for now. But at some point, when it makes sense, I might want to move to that other island. But I think we're going to plant it in here. Now the annoying thing is one of my personal rules is I'm not allowed to chop down bottle trees. So we are going to have to work around the bottle trees. So that's just something we're going to have to deal with. Oh, and we have a friend there. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down these rocks. Really missing the tape measure right now. And I think it's a nightmare to watch someone do manual planting of an orchard of... So we probably won't actually... I'll probably save that for when I'm watching a podcast, and that's not fun streaming. But this is where the orchard's going to go. It's going to go over here. I do, however, want to get some of it planted so that I can get food going. I need food production going. And I'm exhausted still. Do I have any more fruit I can... This is for healing, which I should also do. And I have so many apples, it's not even funny. So now I can sit to speed up those circles. Get our stamina back a little bit quicker. Maybe. I don't know if that works for stamina. I know it works for healing. Alright. Yes, I know. Don't let yourself get worn out. Nice. Okay. So, it's time to start digging all the things. The highest priority is bananas, because they take forever to... Basically, I need to double my bananas compared to everything else, because I think they only produce half. If that sounds right. I just gotta get into the mindset of drop, replace. Dig, drop, replace. It takes so long to plant. And what I also know is early game, people always want flies, so it's important to grab that early on if you can. Man, I want a seed stick. And I want something where I don't have to do the back and forth. I want to be able to just bury it. Let me just get a seed, make it a tool. Alright. I think 10 is fine. I guess we'll do the 20 because that at least gives us the outline of where we're putting this thing. And then we'll do other fruits on other days. There we go. We're getting there. So yeah, it's we have a glut of good games right now. So Dinkum, still amazing as always. I'm very excited to jump into, and I haven't yet, hopefully this weekend, the early access for Titan Quest 2. One of my favorite ARPGs was the original Titan Quest, and you know, Grim Dawn I love too, but I love the theme of Titan Quest even more. So it's very exciting that kind of stealth dropped. Why is that not planting well? Dang seeds. My buddies and I are stoked for Borderlands coming out, so it's a good time to be playing games, I'll tell you what. Will this plant in sand? I can't imagine it will, but let's find out. It will! Alright, that's kind of fun. Alright, there's our 20. We can do another fruit on another day, that way we're not sitting here watching me plant 200 things manually. Oh, I do like this little beach view. That's lovely. Alright, so let's go sleep and save. That's, I think, our first 4 days in hard mode. Well, you know, it's not going to be a super long stream. I think that's probably where we'll call it tonight. Just shy of 2 hours, but it's 11 p.m. We got stuff to do tomorrow. Probably going to go buy a car, so that's always fun and stressful. We will call that a stream. Thank you all for hanging out. Tressa and Queen Mama 5, thanks so much for chatting. And let me know what you think about hard mode. I'm kind of intrigued by it. I like it so far. It's fun to start over and see new island and have to worry and be careful. So that's very, very cool. And we'll see what we come up with next time. Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Bye, y'all!